In 1989, Pablo Escobar's men hijacked a U.S. Navy submarine. What they did with it nearly caused an international crisis. Pablo Escobar always thought big, but in 1989, he took things to a level even Hollywood wouldn't touch. He set out to steal a U.S. submarine, and it almost worked. It started when one of Escobar's engineers, a guy named El Ingeniero, got word that a retired U.S. military sub was being stored at a naval scrapyard in Florida. Decommissioned, abandoned, forgotten. Escobar gave him one order: get me that sub. I'll pay whatever it takes. The engineer bribed two workers at the yard, smuggled in a Colombian naval officer, and over 6 weeks repaired and activated the old diesel sub. They renamed it El Silencio. The plan? Use the sub to move tons of cocaine across the Gulf, undetected by radar, sonar, or satellites. And for 3 months, it worked. El Silencio made 3 successful runs, each carrying over 3,000 kilos of product, worth $250 million on the street. But the 4th trip went south. Just off the coast of Key West, the sub vanished. Some say the U.S. Navy got suspicious and sent a destroyer. Others say the sub simply malfunctioned and sank, trapping the crew inside. But here's where it gets weirder. Days later, a distress signal pinged from an unknown location in international waters, or from a U.S. military frequency that hadn't been used since the 70s. When Navy intelligence traced the signal, all they found was a floating briefcase full of cocaine and a single gold medallion engraved with a hippo. The hippo? It was Escobar's signature animal. That clue was buried by U.S. authorities to avoid embarrassment. But years later, a whistleblower leaked part of the internal report, confirmed cartel interference with retired U.S. naval assets, likely linked to Colombian traffickers. Do not escalate. To this day, no one knows if the sub sank, escaped, or is still sitting deep in the ocean, filled with cocaine, secrets, and a story no government once told. But among cartel circles, there's a rumor that Escobar didn't lose the sub. He sank it on purpose, to prove a point. If I can steal a submarine, he reportedly told a general, I can steal your entire Navy.